Hi, it's been several months since I've been back on the channel. As I said before, I've been moving, and it was a pretty big move. This time I was moving from an apartment to like an actual physical house. You know, I was like working or trying to get any studying in and then packing. And I moved into a fairly older home. Yeah, I haven't been around. I haven't really been filming. I've tried to. I was thinking about filming like the moving process of packing shit up, but it was just so. I was already overwhelmed with having to not just pack, organize, but work. I had to come to the home I'm in right now and like redo, like paint the house. It was just like. It was not in like the best shape. So I had to, you know, take time to take care of it a little bit and update some things because yeah, this was like much older house than it was. I wasn't walking into like, oh, I could just unpack. Yeah, that's kind of where I've been. I'm still studying, I guess, computer science at this point because I've really decided to evolve or at least push myself into app development. So I'm currently learning, actually started learning how to set up my own LLM. Yeah, I just like, I'm in my room right now and not everything's put together or in its place, but it's a start. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I feel like I'm starting again in some ways. I guess a new chapter in my life. Yeah, so in between, since I've been moving and now I've been just taking my camera out like once a month kind of. And my workstation area is a little smaller than previous, so that's okay. You start getting creative with less, you know, I think creation really comes from yourself and the lack of hundreds of instruments or tools really does let your imagination run wild. I think by the end of this month, I'll be all set. Give myself a schedule. And when I don't have like a little bit of structure, I start losing grip. Yeah, I'm getting a grip. All right, here we go. My old Pokemon card collection from when I was a child. In no particular order. I'm not exactly sure how I ordered these, but yeah, let me know if you guys are into Pokemon at all. I would love to hear what one of your favorites are. Yeah, I used to collect these as a kid, but I never continued on. And nowadays, it's not even a hobby. People like scalp Pokemon cards, so it's not even fun anymore. It's just people making money off of them. But, you know, before that, people just used to collect them. And actually, I don't think I ever learned properly how to play. It was just more fun to collect and fun to see what you got. I don't know where I got some of these Japanese cards from. I don't know if I traded for them as a kid. I know other kids in my school, for example, would trade from. And War Turtle, probably one of my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, it looks like I thought out the organization here a little bit. But it was fun back in the day, just seeing what you got and collecting them. I used to play the Pokemon Game Boy games, originally the Leaf Green and Silver version on the Game Boy Advance, and I think a Game Boy Color when they came out. I don't collect today, my mom just like got me a box like a couple years ago, or maybe even last year, because she was like, "Oh, don't you collect these, or didn't you used to collect?" Oh, yeah, I do have a Bulbasaur here. I wasn't sure if I had all 3 starters. So I got like a couple packs, but nowadays I don't typically collect the cards. But it's fun to go back and look at these. I might actually try to organize these, put them in a better binder and protectors, just to, I don't know, something in here might be pretty valuable to maybe invest in. Like I think this Shining Gyarados might be pretty uncommon, so that might be probably my most valuable card I have in this collection. Also the artwork, like depending on the artist, I think this is one of the originals, Machops, but just the differentiation between the artworks was also pretty cool to see between artists. So that's something I also enjoyed, was where unlike a game in Yu-Gi-Oh, you get like a dark magician, and pretty much every dark magician looked the same, but Pokemon cards, you will get 2 different illustrations of Slowpoke. So that's something I really enjoyed from the artwork in these Pokemon cards. And that's it. That is my collection. I did read your comment, V, and I am super excited for you. I know it's been something you've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm glad you are getting the opportunity to do so. And that goes for any of you guys out there. Whatever you guys want to do in life, as long as you work hard and you put your love and your soul into it, you could do anything.